All right, now this is a question of normal distribution. The question is the marks of students in a statistics test conducted by a teacher are normally distributed with mean 15 and standard deviation 3. I hope all the participants are aware of the fact that when we are solving questions regarding normal distribution, we need to identify that X is a normal distribution with mean and standard deviation given to you, or if variance is given, under root of variance is standard deviation. If a student is selected randomly, find the probability that the student secured less than 12 marks, more than 12 marks, between 12 and 16 marks. Only 10% of the students failed in the above mentioned test. So find the passing marks. 12% of the students got the scholarship for the whole year. Find the lowest marks secured by the scholarship holders. So in order to solve questions regarding normal distribution, I will first press menu 7 and go on to the distribution mode. And normal distribution is usually continuous normal distribution because it always tells us the data from very low values to very high values. It's a bell curve. If you observe here, it's a bell curve, and bell curve is from minus infinity to infinity. The area under the bell curve is always 1. The area under the bell curve is always 1 because the sum of all probabilities is 1, and the area under the bell curve represents probabilities. So you will press menu, you will press 7, and you will then press 2, normal continuous distribution, and you are told to write down the lower limit. Always remember, since the lower limit is minus infinity, obviously we cannot write minus infinity. What we will do is we'll write a very small value. Very small value is minus 100,000, for example, or minus 200, minus 1 million, or minus 10 million, whatever we feel like. But it has to be a sufficiently smaller value. Then you press equals to upper value. You need less than 12 marks. Less than 12 marks means upper value is 12. I hope everyone is following me. And then you are told, you press equals to, you are told to write the standard deviation. Please look at the question, and standard deviation is 3. So you will write 3 here. Then you press equals to, it is asking mu. Mu is mean. Mean is 15. So you will write 15. And then when you will press equals to, you will get the answer. So the answer is 0.1586 and so on. I hope this is clear. I will repeat the process. I press menu 7. I press 2 for normal continuous distribution. Lower value, I inserted minus 1, 100,000, 1 million, 1 trillion, whatever you feel like. That does not make a difference. It has to be a sufficiently lower value. Upper value is the maximum value. The question says less than 12 marks. So upper value will be 12. So upper value is 12. Then the calculator is asking for standard deviation. The question says standard deviation is 3. Then the calculator is asking for mean. Calculator says, the question says mean is 15. And I will press equals to, and I get the desired answer. I hope this is clear. All right, next part is more than 12 marks. If more than 12 marks, then once again I will go to menu, I will press 7, I will press 2 for normal continuous distribution, and this time I want more than 12 marks, so my lowest value will be 12. More than 12 marks means my lowest value will be 12, and my upper value, maximum value, will be 100,000, 1 million, 1 trillion, whatever I feel like. Since the question is same, my standard deviation is 3 and my mean is 15. When I press equals to, I will get the desired answer, that is 0.84134474661. I hope I am clear. The next part is between 12 and 16 marks. Now, since I need to find between 12 and 16 marks, I will press menu 7. I will select 2. The lower value is 12. The upper value is 16 because I need between 12 and 16. My variance, my standard deviation is 3 and my mean is 15. So 0.471903059 is the answer. I hope this is clear. I hope everyone understood the concept. And now the next part of the question is, if only 10% of the students failed in the above mentioned test, find the passing marks. Now please realize, when it says only 10% of the students failed the test, it means that the probability of failing is 10%. Agreed? So the probability of failing is 10%. So now what you need to do is, you need to press inverse normal. When the probability is given and you need to find the value, you have to press inverse normal. So you will press 3. It will ask you what is the area. Area means the probability. If 10% is the area, 10% is the probability, 10% in decimals is 0.1. Agreed? Since we are following the same question, your standard deviation is 3 and your mean is 15. When you press equals to, you will get the desired answer. That is 11.155. So the question was, if 10% of the students failed the test, find the passing marks. Passing marks are 11.155. I hope this is clear. So whenever you are given a particular probability in form of percentage, you need to convert it into decimal. Let's do another example. Let's say you were told 25% students passed the exam. So you will go to 3. 25% means 0.25. Since it's the same question, standard deviation is 3, mean is 15. And the result is 12.976. In this case, if 25% students pass the exam, 25% students fail the exam, then the passing marks would have been 12.97. I hope this is clear. So the last part of the question is, 12% of the students got the scholarship for the whole year. Find the lowest mark secured by the scholarship holders. If 12% students got the scholarship, it's very obvious those 12% will be the best 12%. So out of 100, how many did not qualify for the scholarship? If 12% got the scholarship, then it means 88% did not got the scholarship. As the table and calculator both give answers for the lower extreme, the area will be 100% minus 12%, that is 88%. So what we'll do is, we'll press option or menu, we'll go on to this mode. We'll press 3, and this time area is 0.88. Always remember, the Z table always gives you the value of the lower extreme. So the calculator also gives you the value of lower extreme. So you want the top 12%, which is 1 minus 0.12 or 100% minus 12%, that is 88% or 0.88. The standard deviation is same, that is 3. Mu is same, that is 15. And your answer is 18.5249. I hope this answers the question. I hope you are clear with how to solve normal distribution through the calculator. All right. With the help of this calculator, we can also find the Z table values. So if I want to find the Z table values, what I need to do is, let's say Z is 0.025, and I will go to obviously menu and 7, and its inverse normal, that is 3. And now whatever is written here, I will write it in place of area, that is 0.025. In ideal situation, your mean is 0 and your standard deviation is 1. So I will write standard deviation as 1 and mean as 0. Whenever we need z table values, we always need to keep standard deviation as 1 and mu as 0. Always remember that, because your z table shows you the ideal situation, and in ideal situation mu is 0 and standard deviation is always 1. So I will press equals to and I will get the z table value, that is minus 1.9599. Similarly, if it is 0.05, I will press equals to, I will replace area by 0.05 and my answer will be minus 1.6448. I hope this is clear. Similarly, if I press equals to again, I'll change the area to 0.001. I will press equals to and my answer is minus 3.09023. If on the other hand, let's say I press area as 0.25 and I press equals to, I will get a particular answer. If let's say I want a value that is 0.9, so the z table value will be 1.281. So the calculator will directly give you the z table value. The thing that you need to note is the values in z table are rounded to 3 significant figures, whereas the calculator gives more accurate value. That is the only difference.